President Barack Obama says the country has lost a voice of principle and reason with the passing of West Virginia Senator Robert C. Byrd. Byrd was 92 and the longest-serving member of the U.S. Senate and Congress. He died early this morning at a hospital in Fairfax, Virginia. He had been in the hospital since late last week. Byrd was a fiery orator and hard-charging power broker who steered billions of federal dollars to his beloved West Virginia. Former President Jimmy Carter said Byrd was his closest and most valuable advisor while he was president. And joining us now to discuss the passing of Senator Byrd is West Virginia Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito. Congresswoman, thanks for joining us.
Good evening.
Your initial thoughts on Senator Byrd?
Well, just tremendously sad. This is a passing of a legislative lion. I mean, he was the heart of West Virginia. He worked hard, and he looked after West Virginians, and he also looked after the United States Senate and also our Constitution. He was a fighter and a very remarkable man.
What did he do for Pendleton and Hardee counties, two of the counties in our area that are in your congressional district?
Well, you can look now in Hardee County and see Quarter H coming through there. That is a huge part of Senator Byrd's legacy. He felt very strongly that that would open up West Virginia and provide opportunities for economic development and more tourism. And if it weren't for him, I'm sure that the dollars that were steered to the Quarter H would not be as plentiful as they have been. He's also, I think, worked hard on a lot of other infrastructure areas and tried to use his influence for higher education, which both Pendleton and Hardee County, many residents have been the beneficiary of the good educations at West Virginia University and Marshall University. So, I mean, he's has wide-ranging influence and wide-ranging legacy.
Tell us about your meeting with him after you were first elected in 2000.
Yeah, when I was first elected, I called and asked if I could come in for a meeting with Senator Byrd to ask for his wisdom and ask him to share some advice. And then we had a nice conversation. And in the middle of it, I remember he said, "Shelley, it's more important to be a workhorse than a show horse." And I think he did that. He worked hard, and he was encouraging me to just keep my nose to the grindstone and do the hard work. And so I took that advice and have tried to use it over the last 9 years that I've been in.
Now, obviously, this will be a big blow to the state just because he was so powerful in the sense of bringing home the bacon, I guess you would say.
Well, I think it is a blow. I think it leaves an enormous gap that can't be filled by anybody. No doubt about it. But you know, we're going to look towards our future and build, and we'll build on the legacies that Senator Byrd has brought for us and you know, brought forward. And at the same time, the funding issues. West Virginians know how to fight for federal funds. They've been taught by the master, Senator Byrd, and I'm sure we'll be working for strategies to continue to do that.
Do you have any feeling on who Governor Manchin might appoint? He said that he wouldn't appoint himself. Who would he appoint to fill his unexpired term?
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, today is a day to, I think, mourn the passing of a great leader and a favorite son of our state, and that's sort of where my focus has been. These other things, the politics of it will sort itself out probably sooner than later. Now,
you being a Republican, him being a Democrat, was there any partisanship in your meetings at all?
Well, we agreed on standing up for West Virginia, whether it was for the 130th Airlift Wing or whether it was for mine safety or other issues. We didn't agree on other issues. Certainly, most recently, some of the senators' statements on coal and climate change. But you know, it was a collegial relationship, and I think we both had mutual respect for one another. And that's kind of the way I think West Virginians would want it.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. Well, West Virginia Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito, I want to thank you so much for joining us and sharing your thoughts on Senator Robert Byrd.
All right.